feelings and emotions. Hang on, one, two, three.
Recording is on.
There we go. I get a whole lot of signs and symbols, feelings and emotions. I see like movies without sound. So what's happening in their life, what's happening in your life, kind of like in my head, like a daydream kind of thing. The last thing is that I get phrases, I get words, I get paragraphs. And that kind of tells me, what is happening. If I sit here and I channel for a second and like, it's like I'm mumbling under my breath. That's just what I do. It's because I hear something and I'm trying to make sense of it in my own head, and then I'll let you know. But by all means, if you hear something before I actually say it to you, please acknowledge it. Sometimes I say it louder than others. If you have a question while I'm channeling, please ask it, because when I start to channel, I don't stop. So don't think you're being an asshole because I'm an asshole for not stopping in the middle and asking questions just because I continue all the way through. Just ask, okay?
No problem.
Okay, cool beans. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and vibe for a few seconds, like 20 or 30 seconds, okay? What does vibe mean? That means I'm connecting with you to go to them and back. I mean, I already feel it, but it's almost like my safe way. Like I'm just making sure it's there. Because I get anxiety myself. So with that, while I'm doing that for about 30 seconds, so I'm writing at the same time, I need you to not just think, but I need you to feel and be in the moment of the best memory you had with them, the last memory you had with them, and the worst memory you had with them. Okay? So it's not just like, oh my God, we went shopping at the mall. Like I want it to be like we went shopping at the mall. We ate at a steakhouse. We had, this. We parked my car. The fucker, bumped another car. Like, I want you to be in those emotions at that moment. Okay. Yeah. So that really like does it all. There's a lot of sexiness with everybody going on, and I don't know where that quite plays into at this point. It's just a feeling. It's not anything bad. And so we will get into that in just a second. There's like luxury and like export and fighting to become who we are. Hang on. And at that point, yeah, she was like my sister. Y'all were like really, really close though, correct?
Yes.
Cool. She goes, yeah, she was like my sister. We fought in it together. So y'all really like fought your way up together.
Yeah.
Hang on. That's what she's talking about. Okay, so before we get into this, before I get too far, like out of my range, I really want to connect with you. That's just me channeling without. So go ahead and vibe with me for about 20 seconds and then I'll start talking. Okay. If you have a question, just ask me in the middle of it. It doesn't matter to me. I'm kind of zoned out the entire thing. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to take a big deep breath in with me. In and out. Release all the bullshit. Okay.
Gotcha.
Are you ready? So let's do it. We're going to sink into it in 1, 2, 3, and go. Okay. Fall into it. Nothing else matters besides this moment right now. Okay. Everything else can wait. She never thought she could pay the best respects to me as she could have. Why are we talking about paying the best respects to her as she could have? I feel like, did you not get to pay all the best respects to her? Like I feel.
No, I did her eulogy.
Really? Okay. Hang on. She said she was the only one closest to me. She was the only one I had as family. And you were the only one you really had as family? She really had as family? I mean, there were a couple other people. There's like 3 or 4 that go involved with it, but like you were really, really, really close at that point. Yeah. Hang on. Who is a male involved in her life? Sorry, it may not even be 20 seconds, but we're vibing. It's pretty quick. I apologize.
It might be her brother or her dad.
Hang on. Okay, so they're not passed yet. Okay,
No.
they're still alive. That's what I'm like. Are they with you? Are they with you? Are they around? She's like, oh no, they're still alive. They're still living. Hang on. Hang on. They just found me. They just found her?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. They said they just found me. They couldn't save me. I said, okay. Okay, cool. Hang on. Hang on. There wasn't my fault. I just kind of got too deep and over my head. But you're like a 30-year-old woman. 34. How old was she when you passed?
About 30, 30, 32, maybe 30, 33.
Okay. Because I just turned 32. And
Yeah.
she talks to me that she's older than me. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you're not older than 35, though. And I'm
No.
like, no. She's like, she's like, honey, I had all the things of you, except I had bigger boobs. And I'm like, thanks. I know I have an A cup.
That is so hard. That is so hard. Oh my God.
Yeah. She's talking to me like that. I'm like, I know I'm trying to get boobs right now, but like my husband doesn't want me to. And I'm like, I really want to. Like, I have the money on the side. She's like, oh, it only takes a few days. Hang on. I have boobs. She said, who's had boobs? Who's had boobs? Have you had boobs? Has she had boobs? Everybody's had boobs?
I got a new pair because of cancer, so
You had boobs. Okay. Sorry, I'm like, I don't normally boobs aren't a thing in my section. She's talking about, oh honey. Okay, hang on. Oh, calling on me. Was she? No. So she says she says you kept calling on her, but she says she was there for part of the time. So was it half the time she was alive and the other half she wasn't during all this stuff with you?
no, she's been passed for quite some time. I kept calling her, and that's when I found out she wasn't no longer here.
No shit. Okay. Because she's talking about her as like she's there. Like, can you come here? Can you come with me? I'm trying to reach you, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh no, she's calling mommy. She's calling on me. She's calling on me. And she's like, I'm not there. I'm with her, but I'm not there. Hang on.
Yeah.
She's always worried about it. Okay, so it's gone. You've been in remission, correct?
For a month now, I beat cancer.
Good job, she says. Okay, because she's like, oh, she's good. She's in remission. She goes, because one of the things she says before that, everything comes through so quickly with spirit, and so it may take a second, but she goes, she's like, oh, it's gone back, and then she goes, oh, she's in remission. She's gonna be super worried. It's gonna be there still. Like, don't have her worry about it. No, it's fine. And I'm like, okay. And then she goes, she can't hold her own. She always tries to hold her own for other people, but she needs to like really calm down and like take care of herself right now. She thinks she's taking care of herself, but she's really not. I'm just telling you how it plays out in my head.
It's true.
Yeah. Hold on. Dogs. You have dogs?
Yeah, I have one. Well, I have one that's a bitch, and then I have a little one.
Okay, cool. She's like, oh, she has dogs. She's a dog. She's like one. She's always like this.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Very true. She said she lives a fairy tale dream life that I wish I had. Do you do that right now?
Not really, but I mean, it's the life that I think that she probably would have wanted.
I know you don't think it's good enough for what you want.
Correct.
I know. But it's
because I have a child, and that's what she wanted.
Yeah, she always wanted that. Hang on. But did she want the boy though?
Yeah.
Cool.
She always called him her godson.
That's a boy. That's okay because she's talking about the boy. Oh, baby cakes. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is a very cool thing. Hang on. She gets very intense. She talks a whole lot very fast.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me vibe for a second. Let me calm down. I mean, I talk fast, but I don't get all that fast. Hold on. Hang on. Why do I see her being just laid out, passed out, like we're gone, laid out, passed out? He's talking like an overdose type of thing.
She hung herself.
So that's the okay. That's the I killed myself. Cool. Hang on. She goes, no, I drugged myself first.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Okay, cool. I'm like, why does it feel like we're just like, eh? And
Yeah.
she's just like, I go, there's not. So before she does it, there's not like this whole like super anxiety about it. It's just
No.
like, all right, we're just gonna, go for it. And I'm like, why is that? She's like, well, I like drugged myself first. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Thank
This
you.
bitch.
Yeah, she's a good bitch. I love her. This is why I've been wanting this session. I was like, every single time, I'm like, told my secretary, I'm like, we need to reschedule her. I'm like, I gotta tell her. I gotta talk to her. Hang on. Oy vey. Hang on. Even if it didn't work out with her, it's fine. Is Son's dad is still around, but why is she saying even if it didn't work out with him? Why is she saying that?
With my son's dad, because he's
Yeah.
not in the picture. He just.
Okay, cool. We'll leave it at that. Because I'm like, he's like, even if it didn't work out with him, it's fine. And I'm like, I
She
don't
knew
know.
that I would always take that. I was gonna do whatever I had to do.
Gotcha. Was there a gentleman that was older than you involved? Was there a gentleman that was older, like 10 years older than you, involved with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're like maybe even a little bit older than that. But it was good. Hang on. Who's the one you keep in contact with? Or did we have a sugar daddy thing for a second?
Yeah, a little bit maybe.
It's okay. No, don't worry. I mean, I dated doctors and lawyers and like judges and and then I decided to date somebody that owned their own construction company. Like it's fine. And now he works for me. So I mean, I had sex with most of Houston. It does not matter with me. How we get it. They're just dumb enough to do it. Hang on.
Oh my God.
Don't worry. If I was left up to my own devices, I'd be a horrible diva. I can
exactly. Like the things that me and her have done, like I can't even.
That's why we're vibing. It's almost like if you and I and her were in a room, we'd be screaming and laughing and drinking wine about just all the shit that happened. Oh, you know about this. You know he did that. Did you see what he? Oh no, you did. Yeah, it's this whole like super loud. It's so cool, dude. It's so cool. Hang on. She left me. Were y'all angry at the end? Was she angry with you? Was there like a thing? Because she's like, I told her to leave. I told her off. Like I told her to fuck off. That's literally a thing.
I was mad at who she was dating because I didn't fucking like him. I thought he was a drug pusher, and I thought she needed to get her shit together.
That's the fuck off. It's like I told her to fuck off, and I'm like, who are we fucking off here? Hang on. He was. She says, well, he was. Hang on. He's one to my demise. Hang on. She said, I just didn't have anybody left. I just didn't have anybody left in the world. She says, my mom even forgot about me. Everybody forgot about me. She goes, she said, it was she didn't have a miscarriage though.
I knew it.
She did.
She told me she did. And, in the midst of it, you don't know what's real and what's not.
There's one. It was something that like really killed us inside because it was like a family that could have been. And so, it could have just been, we're here in the future. It could have been great. I know it didn't happen that way, but in another timeline that we're not experiencing right now, it is. Hang on, my other sister. Did she have another sister though?
Died too.
Oh, okay, because she's talking about the other sisters with her. Hang on. She left long before me. Did the other sister die before her?
No, right after.
Okay. Same, almost the same way. Did the other sister die almost the same way?
Exactly the same.
Cool. Okay. And she's talking about right after me, and I'm like, okay, what? She's like, almost the same way. Hang on. She struggled more. She wasn't nearly as fucked up though.
No.
No. No. She says there's only one left in her family. Who's the only one left?
Her brother.
Okay. Cool. 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 And she goes, oh, we never really gave him a whole lot of sense. We were loud. He wasn't. He's kind of gone apart from it. Hang on. He was the cool kid at the first, but now he's not. Hang on.
He was like the little asshole that we laughed at.
Exactly. He's like, but he's just not. Hold on. She says, send him a Christmas card. And you're like, I don't even know where he's at. Your friend's online. You know where he's at online, though.
Yeah.
She says she knows. Because I'm like, she doesn't even know that. She's like, she knows where he's at online. I'm like, okay, fine. We can stalk him then. We can be all crazy and stuff. Hang on. She lives too far away. Do you not live in the same city where she lived at before?
Yeah, and no, I mean, not in the same city, but not far.
Okay, cool. Because I'm asking her, I'm like, well, why didn't you go by and see where you lived? Like, where are you at? She's like, she didn't live in the same city, but then she didn't live that far, you know? And I'm like, okay, hang on. She reminisces sometimes. Hang on. Who's about her? Anger issues. Why does son have anger issues? But he's a sweet kid, though. Your son, what does he have? What's going on with him?
He, with the game system and stuff like that, he flips out, but he gets it from me. I'm the same way.
Yeah. Okay, you're the one that gets very frustrated very quickly, but it's because you don't get exactly what you want. I mean, you're the ultimate diva, and I absolutely adore you, and I will channel you through me, and I want to be you. So let's just like take each other energy and like enjoy it. Hang on. I mean, hold on. I mean, I get enough Botox and filler to fill a swimming pool.
I always say I fucking hate people because I get aggravated.
Yeah, I know you do. And it's only because it's halfway because people, when they see you, when they understand you, they take you as dumb, and you are not. You are very smart. You are very cunning. You are the boss bitch. You are there, and I can see it and I can feel it. But other people don't get it, and they feel stupid in your mind because there's not as quick. It's almost like you have a feeling, like what they're going to say, you already know it beforehand. It's like you know the answer. You're like, are you being fucking slow? You know, like that type of thing. So,
or they're like disappointing, or they'll say disappointing shit.
There a lot of them are disappointing, but that's because they're working on emotion. They're not working on facts. You're very factual. It's almost like you've been divulged to work in facts and not feelings. So, but you are a very feeling person. You are. You're very much a person, like when a guy gets in your reign and when he gets around you, you go and you make sure that he is perfectly fine. He is the kingdom come. He is everything that he needs, like feet rubbing. I mean, all the way down to what do you want for dinner? And if he smites you one time, off with his head. Yeah. So, yeah, I know. That's the way it is. Hold on. She said, that's why I liked you. Hang on. Okay. Kept my memory for her. Do you have her memory for her? Did you get something in her memory for her?
We both have the same tattoos on our wrist.
Cool beans. There you go. Sorry, I do this thing with my hand. Okay. Perfect. Oh, this is deja vu right here. That's weird. Hang on. Do you have a pit bull mix? Do you have a pit bull mix at all?
That's what we think she is. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
She hates everyone.
Yeah, absolutely hates everybody. Hang on. Very young, much younger though. Hang on. Because she's talking about the dog. Hold on. Is that the dog with you? Around you?
That's not the one that always stays with me, but she's the one that like loves me the most, like out of everybody.
Okay. Only a few years old. Is she only like 4 or 3 years old?
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Okay. Interesting. Hang on. Who's the one that you carry with you? Do you have 2 dogs then?
Yeah, then I have the little one, Coco.
That's the little one. Okay, cool. Because she's talking about this, like next door boop. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. Hang on. So she's funny. She's talking about, girl, if I had it, I would want to be a stripper. I would keep all the money. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God. And she's like, I would have done it. She said, I did do it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Awesome. I love you. I respect you because that takes a badass bitch to do that. Hang on. We're drunk. Did y'all get that when you were drunk?
Only we were high as shit.
Perfect. Awesome. Because it's like she talks about like getting this and she's out of her mind. It's like,
Yeah.
hang on. Come on. I just leaned. So when she killed herself, it's almost like we just leaned in on it. We didn't fully like jump down. It's okay.
I know it didn't take her. It didn't take her quick because she ended up being in the hospital. You know, she basically, still lived through it for quite some time.
Yeah, quite a few days.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking to her and I'm asking her, I'm like, okay, did you break your neck when you did this? Did you, how did it go? And she goes, I just hung on to it, which means like rest.
Yeah, the drugs kept her heart pumping.
Yeah. Oh. Hold on. You weren't able to make it there for her.
I got to the hospital after she was already in hospice.
It's already gone. Yeah. Okay. Because I'm asking her, I'm like, was she able to see you? Was she able to feel your hand? Was there anything like that? And she's like, no. Hang on. Oh, poor thing. Oh, poor thing. Hang on. They even had her on a respirator, like the whole thing?
Yeah.
Christ. Okay.
For almost 7 days.
Okay. So she's talking about being in like a. Hang on. Could you still see the marks on her neck when you went to go see her, though?
Yeah. They didn't even cover them at her funeral.
Nothing. No. Hang on. But she said my hair looked like shit.
Oh my God. My mom and me still talk about how fucking mad she would have been about her hair.
What she says my hair looked like shit. She didn't like it. I don't know. I mean, I know those photos are a long time ago, but I know she's talking about how she always wanted it very particular, how she always liked it very drapey, and about how it was just like, oh, it looked like shit. And I'm like, okay, hold on. She's like, at least it's something my grandmother would have liked. She's like, it looked like, I'm not even going to tell you what she says it looked like there was like, it was all a matted mess.
Yes. It looked like
it looked
terrible.
She goes, it looked like there was all in my hair. And I'm like, I love you. Like, you're dirty and you're great and I love you.
Even down to the clothes that they put her in. I even said, what the fuck?
Frumpy. She said she was frumpy. Hang on. My sister. My decided to put me in. Who was the female on the father's side that decided to put her in that? Who was that?
It probably was the sister. Oh, the aunt. Her aunt.
That's why. Okay. Because she's like, oh, it wasn't even me. Because she would not wear shit like that. Hang on.
Never.
Wow. Hold on. Do you still have the silver stuff from her? I don't know if it's a bracelet or a necklace. It's a very, very thin though.
It's a necklace and earrings.
Okay, cool, perfect. I'm like, it's very, very thin. Okay, cool. Okay. Hang on. She says she's so fucking funny. Hang on. Hold on. She says. Wait, was she there when you got this?
My face pierce?
Yeah.
No, but she was the one that pumped me up to do it.
Okay, because she's talking about it. I was just like, okay, we have this. She was like, oh no, you see this? You see this right here? She was like, I was the one that made her do it. I was the one that was there with her. I was the one here. Like, she's talking about it. Hang on.
Yeah, she told me, go walk out the fucking door and go get it. Just go do it. Who gives a shit?
She said it bled for months. Did it bleed for a long time?
Yeah.
I really want to get one of those, but like I haven't been able to do it just
It
because.
doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've had my nose pierced 7 times because of surgeries, back and forth, and so I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So
Yeah.
it's a matter of getting out there. I'll be with you. I'll be with you very shortly. Hang on. They always wait. Is your whole family Italian?
Most of them, yeah.
Okay, because she says the whole family's Italian. They always accepted me in. Is she not Italian?
She was part, yeah, but we always, like, my mom, bought her a necklace. We always accepted her like she was family.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, because she's like, they always accepted me in. They always accepted me in. Well, in closing right now, I'm so happy I got to do this session. Do you have any questions for me right now for her? Because she's around you, dude. Like, you talk to her, you bitch to her. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like you yell at her. It's like you call on her. It's like you just.
I guess I just want to know why. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what made her do it?
What happened? Yeah. I don't know why we're so distraught right beforehand. Like, we're tears distraught. We're distraught. Was there not a male in her life that just departed? Did you not know about that?
There was guys that, like, she cared for, and they just kept coming in and out, like, that wouldn't set, like, they were terrible to her.
They were absolutely horrible. I mean, and it was like
all she wanted was somebody just to love her.
Hold on, let me get to that point. Hang on, I'm probably gonna cry in just a second. Hang on. She said she'd played around it for a couple of days.
Yeah, her mom even knew she had the rope and never told anybody.
Because she's talking about putting it on, feeling it, taking it off, putting it on, feeling, taking it off, like making it tight, not making it on. She literally had a slip knot. I mean, it literally was. Hang on. Something that broke her windpipe more than actually suffocated her, like she had to lean on it. But why did we do it? Hang on. It's almost like we go when we start to do it. We're so depressed. We're so sad. We're so innate, because that's what I'm feeling right now. We're thinking about everything combination, not about you. It's in ourselves. Like, what do I have left? She had so much left. She has had to turn it around. But then I also see, I don't see her path going any differently later. And it's like we lean on it so hard. We go on it so hard because it's almost like, okay, well, fuck. It doesn't matter. God. Jesus, okay, we're gonna do, and then we just like get into this moment, and it's like, okay, a little bit further, okay, here we go, and like that's where we're at. It's not a certain thing. It's a mindset. It's a depression. It's a point of we're fucked up and we're in this, and when we get into it, we don't think it's bad enough, so we continue to let it go a little bit more until we pass out unconscious, and that's the point where we can't regain. So did we actively go in there wanting to kill ourselves? Was that set in our head? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think it was the drugs that...
It was... Because that's honestly how it feels. It's honestly like, I mean, and I've been on pain medication after a surgery, you know, I mean, even me laying there, like you'll get on some sort of medication and you're like, okay, my tummy itches, like where the surgery happens, and you're on it, you can't feel the pain, and you're like, okay, I'm going to pick at this. And you know, you're not supposed to pick at your surgery, but you're just sitting there and you're zoned out and you just pick at it. And then you're just like, oh my God, I'm bleeding, you know? Yeah. It's almost, it's so weird for people that are in a sober mind to think of, but it's almost like that. Like I'm going to press, I'm going to press, I'm going to hang, I'm going to hang, and then it causes us to where we can't come back.
Got it. And she couldn't come back from it because it took her.
Yeah, because it damaged her body, her vessel that keeps her here. It damaged her body so much that her body could not support the soul. And that's what happened. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're
I
welcome.
needed to
You were
know.
holding her hand though. You were holding her hand at the end. She was saying you said a prayer with her. Was that a thing?
In the hospital, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Because she's like, I wanted to know that, and she said prayer with me.
Yeah, because I kept thinking that she would come back on the respirator.
She wanted. It's okay. It was already.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened, baby.
I appreciate it. At least I know she's okay now.
She is cool. She's cool. She's not in a bad space at all.
I know she hears me because I call her a bitch all the time.
That's why she keeps saying bitch before that. So I want you to right now, I would love to read you more. I have one more session. Well, half a session. If you have any questions or if you need me, please let me know. She's fabulous. If you need me for you, please let me know.
Okay.
If you re-listen to this and you have a question, just email me. The only time I won't answer you is when I'm in session from like 4 till 10:30.
Okay.
Or if I'm asleep from like 11 to 6.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I love you, darling. I think you're wonderful. And I aspire to be like you. Seriously.
Don't.
I know. Your name is Michelle Brown. My middle name is Michelle, and my last name is Valesky. So we hold MB is a big thing together. Okay?
Thank you so much. I'm sure I'll be seeing you again.
All right, honey. I love you. Mwah. Bye, baby.
Bye.